And we're back.
When it comes to cheating, like, I just feel like, especially like if you cheat because somebody cheated on you, I feel like don't let somebody change you into somebody who you're not. Like, if you're not that person, don't be that person just because of what somebody else did. Like,
Be better.
how is that? How's that being real? Like, I never understood like why you would go cheat on somebody because they cheated on you. Like, aren't you your own person? Like, you have your own free will, your own free thought. Like, why would I let somebody else turn me into someone who I am not? Like, if I'm gonna change, you better believe it's because I want to change, not because somebody else is like, oh, I did this wrong to you, so you think it's right to do wrong to people now, or you feel like you gotta get them back. Like, that's dumb.
And I mean, if you're gonna seek revenge, like, you still don't have to do it while you're with them. It still hurts just as bad as when you're supposed to be in love with somebody and you break up and they still go out and they go F everybody within less than 24 hours.
Well, you know what?
Of being together.
I don't condone none of that.
I don't condone any of it,
like,
but I mean, I'm just
trying
saying,
to
just
hurt
don't.
somebody. Like, be you. Like, why are you trying to hurt people? Like, that's just so rude. Like, even if they hurt you, like, for me, that's not my place. I definitely believe in karma. Like, what goes around is definitely gonna come back around. Like, if you did something wrong to me, you know what? I'm a bigger person. I can move on from this situation. And what happens to you later on down the line is what happens to you. Like, you get what you deserve. I'm a firm believer in what goes around comes back around.
I just wonder if people question whether it's worth it. I think that people are so selfish when they cheat, that they can actually convince themselves that what they're doing is worth doing. Like, it's worth putting that other person through so much pain.
And I don't think they do. I don't think they think about the whole picture. Because I've asked before, like, was it worth it? Like, losing everything that you had with the person just to talk to this other girl or this other guy? Like, I've asked people. And most of the time they're like, no, it wasn't worth it because I love that person that I was with. But I just did it. But why?
I don't believe that was love. Like, you can't convince me that you were in love with somebody,
right,
and that you can go outside their love and hurt them.
Right.
Like, people that you love, you
like,
don't want to see them hurt.
intentionally.
Exactly. You don't want to see the people that you love hurt. If you think about your parents, you think about your siblings, if you have them, you don't want to see them hurt. Like, in no way physically or emotionally, because it's gonna hurt you. And if you think about it, cheating in the long run, when you hurt them, you're gonna end up being hurt yourself, because it's gonna be a lose-lose situation. Eventually, it's gonna.
Especially if you feel like you love somebody. Like, even though, like she said, like, you can't really be in love with somebody. Like, but if you love somebody, because I've loved people before, but not been in love with them. But, like, if you love somebody, even hurting somebody, even hurting, like, your friend, like, that hurts.
Exactly.
To know that your friend was hurt by something that you said or something that you did. Like, I don't want anybody to be disappointed in me or angry with me. Like, disappointment is the worst. I'd rather you be mad than disappointed.
Exactly. The guilt that I feel at the thought of thinking about doing something wrong is enough for me to say no. I just don't know how it's not enough for other people to say no.
Exactly.
But I mean, a better question is how can you be with somebody who has cheated before and you know? Like, do you just say, well, that was the past, let the past be the past? I mean, for me, I could say that's fine. Like, I mean, because you really never know until you try it out and see if they change. But at what point is that even worth trying to find out?
I mean, it all depends on how you feel about the person. Like, if you feel like this could be something real, then it's always going to be worth it, giving yourself that chance to find out. Like, love is not something that you go into and you're like, well, you know, they're never going to do anything wrong. Love is like, okay, there's a potential that they could do something really bad to me, but you know what? They're worth it to even find out. Like, there's also potential that they couldn't. Like, I feel like when you fall in love, or when you feel like somebody is worth going the extra mile for, then they basically change your perspective on things. Like, if they haven't changed your mind and you still feel like, nah, this nigga he ain't no good, he ain't never gonna be no good, then you probably don't want to be with that person, because you're already going in it thinking negatively.
Exactly, and you're always gonna second guess it.
Right, but if you're like, you know, well, he messed up in the past, but you know, I feel this way about him, I feel like he feels this way about me, I feel this way about her, I feel like she feels this way about me, then I feel like
you should take the chance.
Yeah, there's no inhibitions. Like, just go in
and just see,
have a good time, because it's so much better than
not
second guessing. Yeah, like,
what is the saying? It's better to have loved than to have not loved at all.
Right. It's awesome.
Maybe one day.
It's awesome, but you know, you live and you learn. Like, you grow. Like, being able to let your guard down to people, it definitely is a growing experience, I will say.
I let my guard down all the time, though. I feel like. Because, like, just being able to let new people in, period, and to go into it and to have no preconceived notions and just to let things go. Like, that's just how you have to be. Like, you just have to let your guard down.
I don't feel
all the time. But
I don't feel like I'm letting my guard down all the time for just any old body. Like, if I'm letting my guard down for somebody,
okay, maybe it's not letting your guard down.
It's
just having an open mind, maybe.
It's because, like, there's somebody that there's a potential with. Like, I'm not letting my guard down for you, and I already see that this ain't going nowhere.
No, that's what I'm saying. Maybe what I mean is just having an open mind. Because letting your guard down every time is kind of stupid.
Like, I don't even know you.
It's just like, oh yeah, we're not going to wear the seatbelt, but we're going to try to run into this brick wall.
Right.
And see if we can make it through.
Right. Like,
maybe it's possible. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's hope for those who have cheated.
I believe there is. Because somebody's always going to want.
Maybe they're going to want more from life eventually and want to be better.
I mean, I'm sure. Apparently, my friend, he wants more now. Life, he's like, oh, balls to the wall. Let's be in love now. It's funny to me because it's like, what? But, I mean, hey, if you say so.
It's not fair at all. People be just stringing people along, like, it's just not fair. I mean, having your cake and eating it too, but and I think it's always, the problem is the people who let it happen. I always blame the people who let it happen.
I mean, it's like me and my mom talk about all the time. Like, everybody plays a part in the things that go on in their life. Like, so if you just let something happen to you and you see it, then that's the part that you played. Like, you let them play you because you saw it and you let it happen. Or if,
that's what I'm saying. I always blame the people who.
I don't necessarily blame them, because even the other person had a role, but they do deserve some responsibility for the things that happen to them.
I mean, if they keep letting the same thing happen, those people are to blame.
I mean, but no, the other person is still to blame, because you're a human. I
agree. It's two people involved, and both of them are guilty. But I mean, I just don't like when people complain. Oh, I'm tired of being hurt like this.
Because that's
but it's your fault.
Yeah,
you keep letting it happen. Like, you know he's gonna keep doing this. You know she's not gonna stop doing what she wants to do. Why do you keep letting it happen? Why do you keep hurting yourself, basically? It's like a suicide mission.
Oh my gosh, it hurts when I stab myself in the arm, but I just keep doing it. I can't.
And the blood just keeps on coming.
Alright,
Basically, you kill yourself. Slowly.
Don't die, people. Choose to live. Choose to live. I'm just saying, like, for real. Choose to live. Choose to be happy.
That's good, but somebody gotta not be happy in this world.
Not
gonna be me.
No, only because we choose to. Like, if you just choose to be happy, then
I mean, it can happen. But that's what I'm saying. It's not gonna be me. But there has to be sad people in this world. Just like somebody has to take out the trash, and somebody.
That's your own accord. Like, I don't believe that everybody has to be unhappy. Like,
I mean, I don't believe everybody, but I'm saying, like, somebody is not gonna have to be happy.
And I don't feel like that's true. I feel like people choose not to be happy.
It's just life. I mean, people, they do choose, but I mean, it has to happen. We wouldn't have therapists, wouldn't have jobs.
Hey,
doctors wouldn't have jobs. Personal trainers wouldn't have jobs. I'm just saying.
Some people are still gonna be bad.
Doctors wouldn't have jobs.
People are still gonna die.
Funeral homes wouldn't have jobs.
People aren't dying anymore because everybody's happy. So happy.
No, I'm just saying, like,
happy.
I mean,
like
people. I'm just saying that things just have to happen to certain people. Certain people just gonna be sad. Some people just gotta be depressed. So other things can happen. I'm perfectly fine with that, but I'm just not with it for me. It can be anybody but me and my people.
Your steps have been ordered. If you choose a depression path, then hey, you chose a depression.
Go for it. Make sure you are the best at it too.
Don't listen to her. You don't want to be the best at being depressed. You want to be the best at being happy. Okay?
I mean, if you're gonna commit to something, I mean, you just might as well be all in. No. That's all I'm saying. No. Okay, maybe not. Maybe it's wrong to say that, but I'm just saying. But
don't be a hoe. Just don't do it.
I know. Save all of us some time and energy, please.
Lord. Just don't do it. Just say no. Say no to drugs. Say no to hoes. Say no to sadness. Depression.
See the smile on my face. Say no to all the bad stuff. If you don't have a good feeling about it in the first...
It makes you age, okay?
Oh.
Smiling and being happy keeps you young. Girls don't want to look old.
Ugh. And guys don't want girls that look old.
Exactly.
So,
make her happy. You be
make
happy
him
too.
happy.
Yeah.
We were all just striving to make each other happy. This world would be a much better place.
Not even just striving to make each other happy, just striving to be happy. Like,
I mean, that too.
I don't really care. Like, if what I do makes you happy, but if I'm happy, I'm good.
That sounds like you just saying, as long as I get mine.
I know. I was like, man, that sounds kind of selfish. But I'm just saying, like, you gotta.
As long as I get mine, we good.
It's not even in that context, though. Like,
it kind of is, though.
No, you're not gonna tell me what I'm saying.
I mean,
no,
it works for that. She probably.
But that's not what I was meaning. That's not what I was meaning.
So you want to make sure everybody gets theirs.
Yeah, like, get your happiness. I'm not saying be out there for yourself. Like, don't be like screwing other people over, but like, just be happy regardless of your circumstances. Like, things could always be worse.
True.
Be happy.
buy me
Be
something
healthy.
like a nice pair. Before 21, I could buy beds.
Be
My
healthy.
down all of these
Yes.
years. I'm not humble, calling me there. Headed to the top, follow me there. Met at a spot, she swallow me there. With a new click, tell all to beware. Niggas look hard, all to be scared. You niggas look fraud, I solemnly swear to never be a lame shit, all of me's player.